Hello there, everyone. Alright, Sam's had a little kip. I'm not sure he needed another kip, but we're going to go to the surface and let's see what Australia is all about. And I'm guessing we might have a little cutscene again.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Okay, so someone has been shot. There's flowers and there's a gun. Okay.
Another curious vision.
And again, it's why I'm liking Dollman. I think just having that little voice that can vocalize things like this is really nice.
All right, Sam. Let me give you a rundown of your new job. The big one. It's the same deal as America. The people here are isolated. The cities are cut off from one another. And so, to bring all of Australia into the chiral network, we want you to cross the continent and link up key locations using your Cupid. To begin with, you'll connect several facilities in sequence on your way to the closest city to here, West Fort Knott. Charlie will brief you on the order that will take you to the first facility.
Okay.
Your first destination is home to what they're calling the government. They seek to establish a new administration to fill the void left by Australia's collapse. As the concept of formal governance is a distant memory to most, they opted for a simple name. These people are currently suffering from the effects of severe chiral contamination. But with UCA technology, they should be able to make a full recovery. The cargo you'll be entrusted with contains everything they need for their treatment. If we can deliver it and earn their trust, they should be amenable to joining the chiral network. Needless to say, it's their business to know the current lay of the land, and we would benefit from their support. We're already seeing anomalous chiralium readings throughout Australia. There's even a BT area not far from where we are now. A BB pod should allow you to use your Ultra deck to ascertain the location of BTs, but it's unclear if that pod will function correctly at this time. Proceed with the utmost caution.
Charlie may be our patron, but he likes to get his hands dirty whenever he can. He's been an excellent advisor to us as well. I say this to assure you that any instructions Charlie gives have been discussed with and approved by me. All right, let's get to it. Review the details of the main order on the delivery terminal.
I mean, something that did cross my mind. We heard about what happened to Lou from Fragile's perspective. But I couldn't help but wonder, is it possible that that was all staged? That essentially she knew the only way to get Sam on board to do further deliveries was if Lou was not around. So essentially they hide Lou. And that sort of leads us to now. And then maybe at the end it's like, oh, Lou's actually fine, Lou's here. And then we realise that Sam had been hallucinating the BT in the pod, or whatever it might be. So I am very much intrigued. I don't know if it's all going to be true or not, but I am intrigued. So yeah. Take on orders. Deliver the chiral decontaminator to the government's base. Doesn't seem too far away.
Updating with new data supplied by drawbridge from outside chiral network coverage.
Okay, so Sandful shelter not too far away. BT area. Okay, so we might need some blood grenades. But yeah, that does look fairly straightforward, so I'm not too worried about drawing a route. Let's pop that on.
Sam, this is Charlie. APAS has been analyzing your actions so far, and it seems it's added some new upgrades tailored to your preferred way of working. It's my understanding that additional servers are currently being installed on several beaches, which should result in a marked increase in APAS's processing power. Due to the timeless nature of the beach, The potential to boost APAS's capabilities is infinite. Its analysis will therefore grow more comprehensive as you complete more orders, meaning you can expect additional enhancements to become available soon. Experiment with them and see what you like.
This strikes me as something on the lines of like an RPG progression system.
APAS enhancements are now available.
So activating an enhancement requires you to create an unbroken connection to it using your available memory. Your enhancements can be freely changed whenever you have parallel network coverage, allowing you to select a bespoke loadout for specific orders. Okay. So what's this? Improved water filtration augments your canteen water filtration capabilities, allowing it to fill more quickly when submerged in rivers or exposed to timefall. Supposedly, it also makes the contents taste better. Okay, self-improvement. What's this? Simple noise canceller generates sound waves that are the precise inverse of those made by Sam's footsteps, effectively neutralizing them and rendering his movements almost silent. Continual recording and analysis of Sam's footsteps allowed this enhancement to be developed. Okay, let's do it. We've got 95 additional memory, so I'm going to have to be a bit more selective. I might even take that first one off. Boost the accuracy and power of MP bullets. This enhancement was developed following analysis of combat logs. I like the sound of that. Let's have a look at some of the others first. Auto aid request. A device that analyzes your current situation automatically issues aid requests to provide support for the next order. Whether or not aid will be received depends on the goodwill of fellow porters, but aid requests have been known to lead to new connections. Online use only, fair enough. What's this one? Strand contract cap boost. Increase the total number of strand contracts Sam can form. Forming a strand contract strengthens your connection with other players, allowing more structures and other objects to be shared. Multiple instances of this enhancement can be applied, further increasing strand contract capacity. Okay, we'll stay away from that for now, I think. Augmented terrain scanner. Doubles the terrain scanner range, allowing Scam to analyze terrain from a greater distance. That's not bad. We can't do this. Instant cargo binding. Instantaneously generates an electromagnetic field whenever Sam falls over, binding his cargo and preventing it from scattering. Drains a small amount of energy from Sam's battery pack upon activation. A wait time is required after each activation before the enhancement is ready to bind again. Okay, and the last one, sensor mode change. Adds a mode to the Odrodax terrain scanner, which reduces its overall detection area in order to increase the range. This enhancement was developed in order to allow porters to respond to a wider range of situations while in the field. Okay, so we'll start with this one, the MP bullets. I think that one's important. And while we're here, we will go for the augmented terrain scanner as well. So that means we are kind of out now. Yeah, but that's fine. So, backpack customization. It says there's something available for us. Is it anything important? We've got Drawbridge, we've got Kojima Productions. Well, we'll do Drawbridge, why not? It's only a little patch, but it's just something to add a flair into it. Oh, okay. Confirm. Attach. Cool. Oh, no. Oh, never mind. I was only doing it for a bit of a goof, but apparently we've wasted material, so never mind. I won't do it. Have I? Oh, great. Okay. Let's fabricate some equipment. We'll take the assault rifle. Just in case we can counter anything. Blood grenades. It says 8 there. I'm assuming that's how many we've got available. All right, hang on. I know I'm going through a lot here. All right, so we've got blood grenade on us. That's fine. It's carried it over from the previous one. So the bandit boots, they can be recycled. I'm not going to use them. But I will generate some new boots. I think everything else is okay. I will have some PCCs. Do ladders. And the trekking boots. I think that's fine. Place some backpack. Auto arrange. And I'm fine with that. Let's head out. That's a bit too long, I will say. Okay, let's get cracking. So that is 950 odd meters away. That is way, way away. Remember to rest, Sam. Right, is that a watchtower? I think we can use that just to get a gauge of what's around us. My guess is as well that with Lou on us right now, if we do fall, it will hurt. Like, you know, we'll get the crying. The government's base, commemorative medals. Let's pick them up. I missed the backpack cover from the first game. If that pops up anywhere, I'm gonna have to prioritize it. All right, so that is a supply request. Time for shelter. Bridge foundation, a ladder, a tri-cruiser, climbing anchor, post box, and another aid request. Okay, that's the way we're heading though. Just nice to get things marked so we know what's going on. I mean, there's a lot of time fall here as well, so that could be a bit awkward, but we'll do our best. I wonder what the story is with Dollman in terms of... He's on my hip, but he's got no way of sheltering from timefall. Okay, so if ever there was an idea that BTs are probably nearby. All right, let's equip some grenades.
There must be a BT somewhere nearby. Keep an eye on your other deck's movements as you proceed.
Okay, it seems to think there's something this way. Okay, we can afford to go down here. I'm probably being too quiet, but they do give me that little sense of playing it safe. You know, don't make noises unless you need to, kind of thing. Looks like someone died over there, maybe. It looked like a repatriation. Come on, they sound near. Where is it? Wow, this is weird. I can't see them. I'm holding my breath just to try and avoid bumping into one. Maybe they're down here? Like they're not imminently close, but they are close. Ooh, that's a fall. Yeah, I've only got ladders. Okay. Hopefully we're not just going straight into a BT here. Okay, there's one. You can see one. Is that gone or is it a 2-hitter? 2-hitter? Or a 3? Yeah, I think that one's gone. Okay. Good to know when they require more than a single hit. Yeah, let's just go under here a second. I haven't got any cargo repair spray, or at least I don't remember packing any, so it does make sense to just pause a second, replenish.
Did you notice that sign, Sam? I think someone might need help. I don't know, perhaps we could lend them a hand if we have time. And when we in turn need assistance, we can always build a sign of our own.
I mean, that's one thing, but I'm like, how do I... Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here, so I am actually just going to ignore that, sadly. It seems in a very sus position. I assume as a mechanic it can work alright, it's just I didn't know what to do exactly there. With BTs in the area, I didn't want to take chances. Right, I'm not seeing anything in the immediate area. Right, nothing right in front of us. Oh. Ow. Okay. Ow. Didn't mean any of that. I was trying to climb up rather than get in the way of something. Yeah, I can see that one. You tell me I haven't got any more blood grenades? I mean, what's the point of having them if I can't use them? Damn it. Okay, Strand, and let's just hold our breath. Because that thing's going to be annoyed at me. Yeah, I think it'll go back to where it was in a minute. Where's our destination? That way. Okay. I'm going to hop down here and hopefully we don't encounter anymore because I also thought I got blood grenades on me. I must have had blood bags and misread it. I'll give the environment its due. This is crazy looking good. It honestly feels like I've just walked into a blood bath, quite literally, like it's soaked in blood. Suitable for BTs. Oh, okay. Don't crash. Have we got another ladder? Yeah. And we use it to get down here. Okay. We don't want to catch that BT's attention. Another one there. We need to give them as wide a berth as we can. Yeah, the one behind us caught wind of us. Alright, let me just get the canteen and have a drink. I need to replenish that stamina. Especially if they do catch wind of us. Right, I think that one's let us go. It still feels like a very long way. That one caught wind. Come on, let go. I'm hoping I'm doing right here and that I can hold my breath. Okay, apparently... Oh. Sam's really losing his balance easily here. Can't see any BTs around here, so I think we're okay, short term. Right, destination's that way. Oh, that is a big BT to be trying to sneak around, but the sadist in me is thinking, can I take this slowly and get this? I don't know if I'm right or wrong here, but I need to try it. Just auto range. I think we are okay, but I just want to hold my breath a bit longer just to get around this little area. Have I got any Chiral spray on me? No, okay. That's a bummer. I'll give this area its due compared to the first game. It felt like there were less of them, but they were in more difficult positions, especially without having ways of dealing with them. Can I just jog a little bit? I'm trying to keep my eyes open in case there is something else. But I'm hoping we're at the end of the area. That's it. You can do it, Sam. You can do it. Alright, I can't see any more here. I think we will be in the clear. Yeah, I would say we're in the clear from here. I might be wrong, but I think there's rain. I think there's timefall, but I don't think there are BTs around here. Mass fabrication. We'll have a look at that in a bit. Get this water. Ooh, a bit of yellow, a bit of red. Okay, so we've got to be careful here.
Might there be somewhere we can... Oh.
Ooh, 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 ooh. That's fine. We didn't drop anything.
Almost there.
That's the destination, and we've also got this extra cargo that we've been picking up along the way when we can. Come on, Sam, let's get a jog on. I'm not deliberately trying to take a pacifist approach, by the way. It's just, I recognise on very hard difficulty, it's probably going to be very difficult combat encounters, so I'm just being wary of when to go engage, essentially.
Almost lost it there.
Oh, okay.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Right, activate. Let's deliver and report. 23% damage on the Chiral Decontaminator and 23% on the commemorative medals. Oh, we delivered a lot here. At least enough that I feel like we should get 1 star comfortably.
You're that bloke with drawbridge, aren't you? So you really came, eh? Cut straight through BT territory just to bring us our cargo. That's quite a feat. Been waiting a long time for someone like you to show up. Let's see how well you were able to handle our delivery.
$360 likes, A rank.
We appreciate you coming out.
Could have been better.
I wasn't expecting you to make this delivery as well. Thanks, mate.
Right, does that get us the 1 star?
Like
Ooh, nearly
everyone
2.
says,
Good.
You're a man people can count on. Already put that decontamination unit to good use. The chiralium levels had really gotten out of hand, so you couldn't have come at a better time. Thanks. Anyway, go ahead and connect us with that Cupid or whatever it is.
All right. Let's pop it. I mean, just adding into the whole Lou thing as well as that dead man did say that Lou's history is kind of a mystery. So it's hard not to lean into that and think, is there more to what's happened than we've seen? All right, the government's base, old as. I don't think we got a bit there. Like a fair bit. I'm guessing that's the Magellan. We've got a bowler gun, nice. Weapon that fires strands to bind targets, rendering them immobile. Effective against BTs and human enemies wearing any type of armor. Headshots on human targets bind a neck, knocking them unconscious. Shots are quiet, making it well suited to covert operation. Firmware update, motion scanner. Adds a motion scanning function to the Odra deck. We've also got a new backpack attachment. And an extra 20 8-pass enhancement memory upgrade.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So 1 up for porter, 2 up for stealth, I think it was, and 1 for service. Might have been 1 for stealth. So 8-pass enhancement, augmented motion scanner, allows motion scanner results to be displayed for longer. That should be good. And another one, faster scanner recharge and speeds up your sensor's recharge time. That one could be good as well. Okay. We are rank 56, a friendly mover.
A chiral communications transmission. With this network at our disposal, we might be able to make our dream a reality. We want to build a world where even the weakest among us have a chance. A world where people come together to stand against those who embrace violence. Ever since the Death Stranding, this continent has been afflicted by terrible environmental changes. It was bad enough, but out of nowhere, the anomalies became a hell of a lot more dramatic. Skyrocketing levels of chiral contamination, those bloody watcher things coming out of the woodwork. Didn't realise it at the time, but the escalation of all this insanity coincided with the UCA's connection to the network and the appearance of the Plague Gate. The chiral network is causing instability beyond the reach of its coverage, which means the only way to fix it is to link up all of Australia. At least, that's what we here believe. To support your efforts, we've shared the data we have about the continent with your people. Information about the brigands and so on. Use it to the best of your ability.
What's the data you shared?
Take the bowler gun, for example. With our data, we were able to improve and refine the design of the APAC standard issue model. You can charge it down to fire projectiles with a narrower spread. Perfect for taking down hard-to-reach targets with precision. And then there's backpack customization. We've developed a number of unique attachments that can be equipped to the pack you're currently carrying. Stuff I guarantee will give you an edge in a fight. You might consider bringing this gear with you when you're prepping for your next run. Oh, and last but not least, we patched through an Odradek update that allows its sensor to pick up living beings and other entities. It's an improvement that builds on the sensor's existing functionality. Anything it detects will be visible to you as a silhouette for a brief time. I'm sure it'll come in handy down the road.
All right, all that sounds good. What's the situation in Australia?
We're not doing any better than the UCA or Mexico, I'm afraid. Only difference is the presence of armed belligerents we call brigands, as well as a new type of BT we've been seeing all over lately. The brigands have been trying to bring us to heel and are a right pain in the ass. They've got an irrational enmity for new tech like the chiral network, you see. We've also been seeing major earthquakes all over the continent, as well as devastating floods due to heavy timefall. You can have your work cut out for you while you're down under, that's for sure.
I can't help but just smile at the Australian in him. It's like, it's that thing of saying, right, what can we do to make people know this guy is Australian? And I don't know how genuine it is, but it just makes me smile. I do have a thing. I do like Australians, so it's like it just makes me smile when I hear it. All right, chiral contamination was pretty bad, huh? Yeah, I guess it was.
Due to our proximity to a BT area, this shelter was subject to significant chiral contamination. Said area has also been the source of a new type of BT. Unlike the usual sort, these ones are able to see us. Clear as day. As such, we've taken to calling the buggers Watchers. And they're every bit as dangerous as any other BT. You're going to want to steer clear at all costs.
All right, I best push on.
Before I forget, there's a request I wanted to send your way. I know you're eager to hit the road and make progress, but I promise you, this is more than worth the trouble. It's a delivery for the lone commander, who lives not too far from here. He's an old ally who provided us with support for all matters military. He's also a crack shot with a sniper rifle. But after this and that, we went our separate ways. And he retired to a shelter off to the east. Can be a hard man to please, but if we could enlist his help again, I'm sure he'd provide us with all kinds of useful information. Data and schematics that might prove invaluable for your work. Especially if you're the type who likes to fight first and ask questions later. Should help us all combat the brigands at Dam Site more effectively in any case. I've filed this request as a sub-order, so check the terminal if you're interested in taking on extra work.
All right, so it looks like we have still got standard orders.
That was excellent work, Sam. With the government now part of the chiral network, we've successfully completed the first step in our journey to connect all of Australia. I want to thank you for making this possible. Well done. To extend network coverage as far as West Fort Knott, our next order of business will be to link up the Western Environmental Observatory. The associated order is ready for you. This one may well place you in considerable danger, so be sure to take extra care when selecting your equipment. Access the delivery terminal here to pick up this main order and get underway.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do when walk out of here, the Magellan is right here, so I
Sam,
figure...
I can perform reconnaissance for you if you like.
Oh.
After all, there's no telling what might be waiting for us ahead.
So hold Dolman. Toss Dolman to the air to get an aerial view of your surroundings. This can be useful for scoping out the local terrain and spotting enemy locations. So, Dolman cam equip. Can I zoom? Okay. Not seeing anything too noteworthy, but that is kind of interesting on the horizon. Oh, hang on. Remove that. Return to Sam.
Stick a fork in me, Sam. I'm home.
Yeah, put the old man away. Well, that's kind of interesting as a mechanic. Like a mini watchtower, isn't it? Anyway, let's just go back in here a minute. And can we go to our private room? How I see is if this thing's following me, I might as well take advantage of it and use it as a safe house. Okay. So, with that in mind, folks, I am going to leave it here. I'm actually going to leave my recording session here because I've for a little bit, so I want to just take a break. But thank you very much for watching, folks. We will continue traveling across Australia with Sam next time. Let me know down in the comments what you're thinking. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if not, I will see you very soon, hopefully. Until then, bye for now, everyone.